What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday night. What's up, Lena? Hey, I was just sending an email about you. I should get a response hopefully very soon about the Super Bowl thing. But thank you guys for jumping in. Yeah, I just fall. Yes, I did actually. It's crazy. Oh, you like my snaps? Uh-oh, hard to hear. Should be good. What's up? Hey, Christina, how's it going? I have an email coming back to you right now, actually. Actually, you should have an email from me already. Hey, it's fine now. All right. Yeah, if you guys didn't see my snaps, I explained what the hell these are. My two new purchases. So if you're not following me on Snapchat, make sure you check these out. But, so thank you guys for jumping in. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. Yeah, I'm still awake. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock here, and I am heading to the Super Bowl, San Francisco. I'm heading out your way. San Francisco, I will be out, yes, 5 a.m. flight from Washington, D.C., which means I have to leave my house about 2:30 here in Northern Virginia. So I'm excited to go there. I will be in the Super Bowl city through the entire week. I'll be live streaming from the Fan Energy Zone there in San Francisco, leading up to the weekend, which then, of course, we move to Santa Clara. So, yes, can we visit you there? I think you can. I will know tomorrow, Christina, so I will message you. I'll email you and your mom tomorrow and let you know. I think we should be able to do it. You're going to kill it. Thanks so much. Yeah, I haven't decided who I'm going to root for. I'm an AFC fan, but I also like the underdogs. But with that being said, what I'm fired up about right now is there's a bunch of cool shit going on Periscope. If you guys are watching Periscope right now, if you guys are looking through the browser, we went through a period of time where we had a lot of crappy content. We had a lot of people that were selling themselves. They were doing stupid gigs. They were accepting every role. The Xgames and GoPro are crushing it. I absolutely love it. There's some people, you know, Ask a Millionaire's doing his thing. We had here, I got on my, even wrote down a list, the Rebel Creatives were doing a whole day's worth of scope with the Rebel Creatives team. And to me, part of my problem is that, yeah, the Aussie boys, I tell you what, I almost teared up today watching Dan Moore and Mitch Oates do that Periscope for GoPro. But here's the problem I have, and it's going to sound a little ranty, and really it is a little ranty. Too many people are too self-centered and too focused on themselves, and for some reason think that we are all competing against each other. And it drives me freaking crazy. Thank you guys for sharing the broadcast. I promise the rant will be worth it. Because here's the thing. If we're not celebrating the big wins on Periscope, if we're not talking about these awesome brands that are doing awesome things, who the hell else is going to care? Because we're the ones that love this community. We're the ones that are doing great things. Yes, Mitch Jackson, I saw you were in here. Cheers, Mitch. Yes, couldn't believe, yes, it's a good-spirited rant. Because here's the thing. I believe live streaming has the ability to change the world. And I believe the main reason it is because we all have a story and we're all freaking unique. And we all can do great things together as well as individually. And I can tell you, that's what these shoes were about, right? So I got these shoes customized for the Periscope Summit, but unfortunately, they didn't come in time. So as you can see, they're about every color, shape, even I got two different tongues in there, so I got like an orange tongue. And really what these shoes meant to me is who we are as a Periscope community. We are all unique. We all have our own different backgrounds. We all have our own reasons for using the app. Look at that, I even went different color things. And to me, yes, make change happen, but we have to celebrate each other. Because nothing frustrates me more than someone messaging me today saying, Brian, I can't believe you're sharing the GoPro thing. You're not a GoPro Periscoper. Nope. And you know who is? Dan Moore and Mitch Oates, and they picked the right guy, and they're doing amazing things. And guess what? By them doing amazing things on the app that we all love, it truly, missed the hat blue comment for me. It truly, for me, What that meant is it means that more brands are going to take notice. More people are going to pay attention. I mean, I did not care about GoPro until this week. A week ago, if you asked me about Periscope, what's up, Adam? Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for inviting your followers. Remember, share to Twitter, because that's the other thing. If we only share broadcasts to Periscope, that means only Periscopers who already download the app get notified about this. But when we share to Twitter, it lets the global fire hose of communities be aware of what we're doing, aware of the greatness. So when you go onto a great scope, I don't care how many people are in there. If it's a brand, if it's an influencer, if it's a thought leader, if it's Cindy Brown talking about how she discovered her story, to me, yeah, I know the title's really long because when I get into a rant, I don't want to shorten the title. To me, this is the thing. If we're not celebrating each other's wins, nobody will see these wins, and nobody will get additional wins. So yes, always share to Twitter. Thank you so much. I always appreciate it, Webb. And thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that as well. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that fires me up, is that I'm working with brands. We're just about going to get bed, and now I'm pumped. Oh, I love it, Candy Blog. Candy Blog, I'm a huge fan of yours. You do such amazing, you are an amazing human being. I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm so glad we connected. But everyone lifts each other up, yes. And here's the thing. If we want Periscope to change the world, if we want it to leverage it to use their story, if we want it just for entertainment purposes, I don't care if you're making money on it or if you have plans on monetizing it, but if you care about this app, it's a free app for a reason, right? It's free. None of us are paying, we're not getting paid by Periscope, and we're not paying Periscope. But this is the thing. If we start celebrating each other's wins, more wins will come our way. And with more wins, it gives us more opportunities to celebrate more people. I can't stand when I see conversations about hate and violence and trolls. Because yes, those are all real things. Brian comes in scope and we drop everything. Oh, thank you. That does mean a lot. I truly do appreciate everybody jumping in here. But here's the thing, and wins meaning our successes. Because here's the thing, we all have a different story. We're all unique. But success is different for each one of us as well. So I'm not competing with any person, any brand, any business. I'm working with Ryan A. Bell on a company called Backlamp, and we're helping brands identify influencers and embrace the power of live streaming. I'm also the chief social media officer at a company called My Channel that is helping create an app that is allowing employee-to-employee live streaming to understand sentiment analysis and data analytics so that we can help drive better engagement and better employee advocacy. But guess what? Oh, thanks. I'm glad, Brad. So this is my style every day. Anyone in here can tell you I talk fast, tweet fast, and I'm passionate about everything you're doing. Make Periscope your win. Sing your song. Yes. And I tell you what, when you see a great Periscope come on, I was busy today with my daughters. I was having a great day with my daughters, and I saw GoPro come up, and I saw that Mitch Oates and Dan Moore were on there, and someone was talking about dropping everything. I literally dropped everything, and as soon as I saw it go live, I shared it. Because here's the thing, we ruined notifications for a lot of us because we shared too much crap. We shared too often, and we forgot to respect other people's news feeds, other people's notifications, other people's, pretty much other people's world. And that's why everyone's turned off notifications. I mean, nobody has notifications on anymore. I mean, 64% of my audience, when I surveyed them via an email newsletter because I'm kind of a geek, 64% of them have turned them off because we shared too much. But now is the time when you value that share. When you get on a great scope, when you find somebody doing something great, share the hell out of it, because guess what? Nobody will ever say you're sharing too much value or you're helping me out too much. Yes, they will say you're sharing too often, you're sharing too much crap, stop sharing only your friends' periscopes. You know, the truth comes down to it this. Nobody will ever complain that you're sharing too much awesome content. But the problem is there's way too much crappy content taking up the noise. Wins are goals. It's impossible to move forward without a goal. If you don't celebrate, you lose direction. Jim McCloy jumps in out of nowhere and drops the hammer. Jim, I love that. Because this is the thing. There is nothing I respect more. Hi, Dupree, thanks for jumping in. Our GoPro isn't compatible. Yeah, here, my GoPro is. I just bought it. I bought all kinds of attachments. I got all kinds of fun stuff for the Super Bowl week. And I'm going to do a Super Bowl scope later on. You help me too much, said no one ever. Yes, Gary's in the house. What's up, Gary? Thank you guys for jumping in. Apparently somebody's sharing it because lots of my friends and advocates are in here. And I'm probably preaching to the crowd because I tell you what, I'm a big fan of all of you. But here's the true piece. And what, shut up, my feelings are hurt? What, your feelings are hurt, Sarah Moore? Well, get a new GoPro. Come on now. No, bad love. I want to go to San Francisco. Yes, I leave the Hey, what's up? Bryn's in the house. Vitamin shot. What's up, Bryn? So here's the thing. Bryn, you'll get this. Bryn gets this. Bryn fires with the passion that I got. How do you combine the GoPro and Periscope? You connect your phone to the Wi-Fi that's off your GoPro. Go watch my Periscope after this is over. Watch my replay that I did this morning. I did it all live. And you see me screw it up. You see me go, why is the audio not working? Then I go out and buy a new cable, which is, I don't even know where that cable is. I bought a new cable now that we should be good. But here's the thing. Here's, to me, celebrate all wins. Celebrate everyone. I don't care. Here's the thing. I love the Periscope community. I mean, the reason I love the Periscope community, let's be real, is because we're all unique. None of us are the same background. None of us live in the same small town. And guess what? Before, when we were in the past life, the pre-Periscope, the pre-live streaming, thanks. Yes, these are my, hey, what's up, Jessica? I see a graphic. Celebrate the wins. Yes. And I tell you what. When we see brands working with different influencers, if we're not supporting them, these brands will never buy in. Because driving change when it comes to a brand embracing something that is so scary it has the word live in it. Share the Periscope love and applaud those who bring it in. Yes, that is so true, Chaka Johnny. Chaka Johnny, I loved your Periscope this morning when you were opening the stop. It was great. Put a GoPro on Cam's helmet and stream the entire game on Periscope. That would be interesting for sure. But here's the piece. When you see somebody and you know in your heart of hearts that brand is working with them, I don't care if it's paid, not paid, I don't care if you lost the contract. The difference between you not sharing it and nobody giving a crap about Periscope, and you sharing it and people starting to give a crap, and then they start looking through the noise and finding the people that are actually providing value. Because here's the thing. Hope we get to meet. I do too. I hope we get to meet this week. Alina, I truly do. And I checked out your YouTube today, doing a little social stalking. I'm excited to hopefully work together with a headphone company at the Super Bowl, maybe. But here's kind of my, let me put a little bit more of this rant together. George Carlin says, no one ever takes a crap. Nice, I love it. Social stalking, yeah, that's me. Sorry, you know, if you introduce me to someone and say, hey, Brian, here's this person's name. I'm going to go to the end of the bar and bring them back to you. I guarantee I Google them. I look them up on LinkedIn. I look them up on Twitter before they even get back to the bar. Because your first impression is what happens online, not offline. I don't care about the scenario. But here's the piece that's drastically changed. Drastically changed. My family, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh Steelers. My family in Pittsburgh, blue collar. You know whose story they know about? You know whose lives that are impacting theirs? Hey, oh, I know, Gary, you're a Caps fan, I think, right? Or a Bruins fan. I mean, they both, that's just brutal. Yes, go Pirates. But here's the thing. In Pittsburgh, growing up, the people that were impacting them, the people that were making a difference on them, were the people that were locally to them. The people that lived in their small town, that went to their grocery store, that went to their local pub. Those are the people that impacted them. And if you were unique, if you wore crazy-ass shoes like this, you felt alone. You felt like your story didn't matter. You felt like you had to actually get in with somebody else. Well, guess what? Nobody believes in perfect, and nobody is alike, and nobody is the same, and no success is the same. And now we have the power to connect with people around the world, and nobody should be alone, because I don't believe anybody is alone in the world we're in today. And stand up and stand out, and that is the truth. And when you believe in that, and when you understand that these brands are starting to get it, we need to start supporting each other. I would love for a mass freaking Twitter DM to go out and say, hey, this is someone I'm working with. I would love some support. Now, it's not, hey, come listen to my Periscope as I'm going to Periscope, you know, my dog running around in a circle. I'm not sharing that content. And you can ask everybody who's in here, what's up, Bill? Yes, stand up and stand out. Bill, right there, this guy right here, first care provider. Bill Harris had a huge impact on me growing up. I played hockey. Bill was one of my coaches when I played roller hockey in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And Bill was a big believer believer in helping us as teenagers believe in ourselves and not worry about what other people are thinking and do great things. You have a great understanding of great social standards. Thank you. Well, I can tell you, social's changed my life. Social's impacted my world. It's allowed me to do things that I would have never imagined. I'm traveling to Ireland next month for the first time. I've been keynoting on stages with people that I read their books 2 years ago and would have dreamed to meet them. And now I'm doing a keynote. One of them's interviewing me. And the reason all of this to me is happening is truly because I believe in the power of conversation, the power of storytelling. Oh, Bill, thanks, man. The power of people. Because here's what's great about Periscope compared to social media. To me, it's pretty easy. Yes, Sarah Moore. I met Sarah Moore because of Blab, connected with her. Now we're doing work together, and she's in Australia. I would have never even known who she was. The difference between social media and live streaming when it comes to relationships and it comes to conversations, here's what it is. Here's the difference. Not only do we get to stand out from the noise, and I've preached this all the time, it's if you suck offline, you're going to suck online. But here's the other piece that goes along with that. When we start telling our stories, we start engaging and relating with people, and it starts to change every aspect of our day and of our life. And I truly believe in the power of we are greater than me. But before you can be a great we, you first have to be a great me. And what it takes to be a great me is pretty simple. You have to focus on helping other people, providing value, telling your story, and you know what? Sharing with others. So really, my rant here, I made several friends, new great friends because of Periscope. Yes, Gary, you and I connected because of Periscope, and I'm thankful for all the hard work you're doing with our team at Summit Live. What gets me up in the morning, and it means the world to me, what I love more than anything. I'm live streaming from the Super Bowl. I'm going to the airport in 3.5 hours. I'm driving to the airport for the biggest contract I've ever worked on in my entire life in that many hours. And I was so fired up that I was like, packing, I don't have to worry about packing. You know what I worry about? I worry about us, the community. I worry about telling our story. Yeah, I'm so freaking grateful for this platform. Me too. And here's the thing. Yes, SB50Disrupt is the hashtag. I'll do a different scope on that. But here's the reason I'm so excited. What wakes me up in the morning, what gets me excited is I love connecting great people with great people to do great things. And I think I probably need to add on one thing on that. Celebrating those great things. So maybe my new mantra, my new working order is pretty simple. My thing, my passion is connecting great people with great people to do great things and celebrate those great things. Cheers, Gary. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it always. Great plus great equals amazing. You know what? And you know how yes, Adam, I will marry you, except you're in Australia. I'm not sure how our legal rules work. Celebrating all wins. Yes. And here's the other thing. There's a difference. Hey, Jessica's in the house. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Here's the other thing when it comes to celebrating wins. I believe there is a way to celebrate your own success. Because if you're not your own biggest cheerleader, who the hell will? Who will know about it? But there's a difference between acting like my 6-year-old daughter. What's up, Janice Steele's in the house? Acting like my 6-year-old daughter. When she wins, she says, na, 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 na. Or when you win something, you explain the how and the why you won that. So that you're teaching. You're bringing someone else along with you on the journey. Because, you know, I'm up for a Shorty Award for Periscoper of the Year. Periscoper of the Year. I mean, literally, it's hard to get me to not say something or to be lost for words. I was blown away. Mitch Oates is in the house. There it is. This is my Mitch Oates, guys, right there. Mitch, I was telling them, I was tearing up watching you and Dan Moore do that GoPro Periscope today. Because you know what, Mitch? You guys crushed it. You represented for us well. Kudos to GoPro for bringing in the right influencers and hiring the right guys that get this audience, that get the technology, that their community is tied to it. Truly, truly, Mitch Oates. Dan Moore, I know you guys are probably Snapchatting me right now because we've had probably the most epic Snapchat battles over the last week or so. But right there, what you guys are doing, man, there it is, right there. There's Dan Moore. Dan Moore and Mitch, guys, make sure you follow them. I'm sure most of you already are. Guys, what you're doing is you're leading the way for us. And if I can celebrate that, if it's a retweet, because last time I talked, retweets, they cost no money. $0, 0 cents to retweet something. But what you guys are doing, what Dan and Mitch are doing, they took a big brand under their wing. They took a brand that has a new technology, and you know what? The X Games is a big deal. It's ESPN's bread and butter. And you know what Dan and Mitch are doing? They're being themselves, they're connecting with their audience, and they're staying true to exactly what we expected them to do. Huge shout out to you guys. Dan and Mitch, I mean, I love it. I mean, I think that is the example, and you know what? That's what inspired this rant for me. Because this rant for me is let's celebrate each other doing great things. And I think Christina's in here right here. You know, there's lots of people that I've met that are doing great things, that it could be doing a travel Periscope, or maybe you're doing a Periscope of the sunset from your beautiful location overlooking San Francisco. Maybe you're just a great person like Dan Moore and Mitch Oates, because guess what? They love what they do, and they're doing it, and now they're finding brands that are loving that as well. And so I ask you to do this. This is my call to action for everybody that's on this Periscope. I want you to go to the GoPro account, and I want you to retweet the Periscope that Dan Moore and Mitch Oates did. And then I want you to tweet GoPro and let them know that the Periscope community supports them, thinks they kicked ass, and you know what? We hope other brands start listening up to GoPro, because collaboration is the future of innovation, and community is the future of business. And you know what GoPro did? They collaborated with Periscope Twitter to combine and use forces, so now we have better video, more technology. And you know what else they did? They connected with the community. They brought on three amazing people that are doing amazing things for us as a Periscope community. And guess what? Home freaking run, no sellout, the right people connecting the right audience. Thanks, Vin. I appreciate it. Guys, this is what it's about. And if you believe in this community, I don't care if you have 10 followers or 10,000 or 100,000 or 600,000 like some people, if you truly care about this community, you're going to go out of your way to celebrate everyone who is doing great things. And Mitch Oates and Dan Moore set the bar this week. And I tell you what, they set the bar. They were amazing at the Periscope Summit. They've trended now 6 times. I think it's probably 8 after this week on Periscope. And you know what these guys are? They're not asking for hearts. They're not asking for followers. They're not periscoping nonsense. Well, sometimes Dan will periscope, just with his shirt off walking around the beach, but who doesn't get jealous of Dan Moore's amazing life that he's living as a travel man? But they are being themselves. And I tell you what, this is it right here, guys. And I wasn't going to get sentimental. This was a rant post, but here it is. The reason these shoes are these crazy colors is that I believe we are all unique. We are all valuable, but we all have a story to tell. Drink out of it. God, I'm not in Germany. I'm not going to drink out of it. I do have a nice mixed drink here. But, guys, we are all unique. We all have a story to tell. And we all have an audience. All you need is one person to impact. One person to make a difference. And what's going on with brands right now is they're scared to hell of change. And they are scared to trust their own employees, let alone an influencer. So do me this favor. Go out of your way to support everyone and anyone who is doing great things on our platform. If you do that, if you make a difference, if you help, it costs nothing to retweet. It costs nothing to share greatness. Stop sharing crap, stop sharing everything, and start sharing and amplifying and celebrating the wins. I don't care if you lost the contract, you won the contract, and someone else stole it from you, because here's the thing. By all of us helping each other, we will become better. And ultimately, oh, thank you, Briz. I tell you what, I got voted with Mitch Oates for Periscoper of the Year with Jeff Goldberg, and I was lost for words, because for me, Periscoper of the Year is what Dan Moore's doing, what Exo Liza's doing, what Mitch Oates is doing, what Jeff Goldberg does walking around, what Alex Kahn does, what Euro Maestro's doing, what Amir is doing, what Jana Steele is doing it in real life, real direct, right there. Badass businesswoman giving you real business advice. What Sarah Moore's doing in Australia. These are people that are doing great things. I pretty much rant into my phone. I talk into my phone, but I believe in this community. And the fact that my belief in this community and my hard work to try to celebrate others was rewarded, to me, that reward, I don't need to win the award. I can tell you, I am more fired up today than I am ever been before. This has been an amazing week, 2 weeks since that announcement, and I am planning on never shutting up. I am planning on taking the power of live streaming digital storytelling to a next level. And I need your help because we are greater than me. And truly, that's what it's all about. So thank you guys for tuning in. I believe that once you're done ranting, you need to get the hell off your Periscope. So remember, what is my call to action? It's the glue that holds it together and moves us forward. Yes, because you can be a great me, but if you're a great me helping a great we, we'll change the world. And all you have to do is make your own little impact. So guys, go to the GoPro account, go to Dan Moore and Mitch Oates' account, retweet that tweet, let people know that this is awesome, that brands are embracing great people doing great things, and that will help all of us. It will help every single person that is leveraging this platform to tell their story, to impact one another, to change the world. Do me a favor, do that on a Saturday night, enjoy a drink, put your feet up, probably watch another GoPro from one of those guys, because I believe together we can change the world. And stay tuned for some more GoPro action from me very soon. We're all unique. Together, let's do it. Cheers, my friends. Dan Moore, Mitch Oates, I'll see you on Snapchat. Bill Harris, thank you, my friend. Thank you, everyone who shared this broadcast. Thank you for everyone that came in here. You guys motivate and inspire me. I agree. Vote for Mitch Oates. Vote for Jeff Goldberg. These guys are doing amazing things with content and Periscopers. They are changing it for us. Cheers. Make it a great one.